This is drops in the bucket, lesson 14, and let's start off, of course, with our name at the top, our class number if you have it, and the date over here that you are working on this page. And then when you're ready, let's look at number 1. So number 1 is just the 6 times multiplication table, just mixed up. We've seen them in different formats, but this is just all the 6 times. So 6 times 2, 12, 6 times 7, 42, 6, that's 60, that's 0 of course, 30, 54, 48, 6 times 8, isn't that great? 6 times 8 is 48. And then again over here, so we've got 0, 36, 30, 42, 18, 54, 6, 24, and 32. All right, number 2, addition right here. 7 plus 4 is 11, so now we have just 1 there. 6 plus 8 or 8 plus 6 is 14, and then 3 plus 1 is 4, so 4,411. Takeaway, subtraction, we can't take 5 away from 1, so we need to come over next door and borrow. So we have 11, take away 5 is 6. We can't take 8 away from 2, so again, we have to come over here and borrow. So now we have 12. 12 take away 8 is 4. 7 take away 5, we can do that, 2. And then 3 take away 2 is 1, so 1,246. All right, weeks and days. Just remember that we always start over here with the days in case we need to regroup. And 3 plus 6, or 6 plus 3 is 9 days. So write 9 days, but remember we have to take a week's worth of days away. So we're going to take 7 days, and that 7 days is going to come up here, and we're going to add it to our, and that will leave us with 2 days. And then over here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we have 9 weeks and 2 days. All right, money, the money problem over here. This is subtraction, and we can't take 5 away from 3, so we have to borrow, but there's nothing there, so we have to all the way over to this dollar. So we're going to take a dollar away, and that leaves us with 2. This is going to become 90 and now 13. So really, I took that dollar away from the 3, and I turned it into 90 cents, but because I already had 3 cents there, it's 13. So now I can subtract, right? 13 take away 5 is 8. 9 take away 7 is 2. Bring that decimal point straight down, and then 2 take away 1 is 1, and our dollar sign. All right, multiplication over here. Remember, always start over here, go straight up. 6 times 5 is 30. We did that up above, so 30. Here's our 30. And then we go this way. So 6 times 4, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 270. All right, so then let's keep going. So number 3, finish each equation and write the related division fact. So again, you guys, I always remember I like to start down here and go this way and think, what times 2 is 16? And that's 8. And you guys know that the fraction out of, that line means out of, and then the bottom part, the denominator of the fraction, tells you how many parts the piece has been cut into, how many equal pieces. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to draw a little picture here. So here's my candy bar or whatever it is, and this tells me I'm going to break it into 2 pieces. So chop, right? 2 pieces, and I get 1, you get 1, and each piece is worth 1 out of the 2 pieces, right? So that's why we call that a half. So what times 2? So this would be 8 over here and 8 over there, right? Because 8 plus 8 is 16. So what is half of 16? We get 8. So we do the same thing over here. Let's take this 24, and this time we're going to divide it into 3 pieces, right? So divided by 3 equals. Let's just keep going. 32, and this time we're going to divide it into 4 pieces. Yeah, that says 4, so divide it into 4. This little line, out of, could also mean divided, right? Divided into 4 pieces. 0, well, hopefully you know that you can't, what is 0 divided in half by 2? Sorry, I'll fix that. If I can fix it. There we go. Divided by 2. You can't do that. We can just go ahead and fix that one. And then the last one, 27. So we're going to go 27, and we're going to divide it this time into 3 equal sized pieces. And what do we get? So I always like to start off like that. So then I think over here, what times 3 is 24? 8. 8. And then over here, what times 4 is 32? That's also 8. We already did that one. And then what times 3, last one over here, what times 3 is 27? And that is 9. 9. All right, measurement number 4. A is way over. Okay, here's our 0, right? We have to go 1, 2, and then remember, this is our half line, right? It could be either 2/4 or 1 out of 2 hops, right? So A is at 2 whole inches and 1/2. B, here's 3. B is at 3.5, so 3.5. C, oh, look at that. So C is at, here's 4, so C would be at 4.5. And I bet, yep, D says put a D at 5.5. So here's 5, and remember a half, right? If we were to do 2 hops like that, this is 1 out of, and this is 1 out, right? This hop right here, this line, you can see. So D would go right above that line. All right, number 5. So the directions say, I'm reading the directions here, round to the nearest dollar. It's important that we know what we're rounding to. Round to the nearest dollar. So here's the 16, right? We're talking about $16 and 65 cents. So we're in between $16 and $17, right? There's our 50 cents. And then now we look at the 65, and 65 is going to be over here. So 17. We say 16 rounds to 17. So I'm going to just put a little 17 there. 7, so it's between $7 and $8. There's our 50-cent line. So now we look at that 88, and it's going to be up here. So we're going to take 17, take away 8, and that is 9. So 9. Number 6. How much money is this? So let's label all these really quick. And these are all 25s. And then we'll start counting with the biggest coins, right? So 25, 50, 75, 80, 85, 90. So we have 90 cents. And hopefully you can tell really quick that we would need just 10 cents more to get to $1. All right, number 7. Dogs with long tails have 321 bones in their bodies. Compare that number to the 206 bones in humans. So we have these two numbers, and it's asking us to compare. Compare always means to find the difference, right? So here's that model. This is kind of that comparison bars, right? Comparison bars. This would be the 321. This would be the 206. And what's the difference, right? So we take that 321 and we take away the 206, and what's left will be this difference there. Well, we can't take 6 away from 1, so let's regroup here. Let's borrow. So 6 away from 11 is 5. 1 take away nothing is 1. 3 take away 2 is 1. So answer 115. Humans have 115. Is it more or fewer? It is fewer, right? We have 115 fewer bones than dogs, right? We have less. All right, let's look at number 8. An hour is 60 minutes, right? And it is 5 minutes until 10 o'clock. So it's not 10 o'clock yet. So we need to back up 5 minutes. So if we take 5 minutes away from 60, that gives us 55, right? And because it's not 10 o'clock yet, we know it's in that 9 o'clock hour. So it is 55 minutes after 9 o'clock. All right, number 9 down here. Rounded numbers usually end in a 0 or zeros, 1 or a fraction. Well, rounded numbers, if we go back up, right, if we look at number 5, we would say $16 or $17, and those are in zeros, right? We'd say $7 or $8, those are in zeros. So that's it. Letter A is the answer there. And then the last one, number 10 here. So this shape has been cut into 4 pieces, and 3 of those are shaded. And then this shape has been cut into 8 pieces, and it looks like 6 of those are shaded. And you can see that those are equal amounts, right? 3 out of 4 is the same amount as, or same as 6 out of 8. Right? You can tell. All right, so that is lesson 14.